What's up, guys? Spenny. What's the iron law of wokeness? You must always accuse your enemy of that which you are guilty of. That virtue signaling is done by people with no virtue. And so when you see these multi-millionaire athletes who get paid to just bounce a ball around, kneeling for the national anthem with their shirts that say Black Lives Matter, this is a terrorist organization, by the way, that was fully endorsed by the NBA. No word from these stars about any of the black people slaughtered by the BLM movement, the cities, neighborhoods burned down. Nothing from them. Instead, they print on the pine Black Lives Matter, the name of the terrorist organization inside of this, the wokest league in all of American sports. It's lost 70% of its viewers over the past decade. The NBA is in absolute and total crisis. It's completely unwatchable. It seems utterly corrupt because its biggest superstars, LeBron James, who loves to travel to China, he likes China way more than America, lectured us Americans on using too much free speech to criticize China. Remember, LeBron James told us to shut up criticizing communists because he makes money off communists. You see, those are the slave labor camps that knit his sneakers together. He's making cash off it, so shut up about your whole America and freedoms and things like that. And just watch us play basketball because we're just really good basketball players, you see, and we wouldn't possibly rig all of our games to make even more money because we're obscene multimillionaires, but of course that's exactly what just happened. NBA legend Chauncey Billups, Heat's Terry Rozier, arrested as part of an FBI gambling probe. The FBI will have a press conference later today. What is this? Portland Trail Blazers head coach and the Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier has been arrested as part of a widespread FBI investigation, Fox has confirmed. The FBI just held a press conference, and these NBA Hall of Famers and 17 other players have been wrapped up in a rigging operation in order to make money by throwing games.
Such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Cosa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchese crime families.
So the mob is rigging NBA games. And you wouldn't believe who's involved. LeBron James has been dragged into NBA Mafia gambling scandal after his private information is leaked. As Chauncey Billups and the Heat star are suspended. FBI Director Kash Patel revealed several notorious mafia families involved in illegal gambling that has rocked the NBA. Investigators claim professional athletes and members of the organized crime worked together in two separate illegal gambling incidents. Portland Trailblazer head coach and Miami guard are among the 31 arrests made as part of the probe. In one case, Rozier is accused of participating in a illegal sports betting scheme, private insider NBA information. Billups is charged with a separate indictment alleging a wide-ranging scheme to rig underground poker games that were backed by mafia families. Follow for live updates. Here's the live update from the district attorney.
Charged for their alleged roles in both schemes. This alleged illegal gambling operation hustled unwitting victims out of tens of millions of dollars and created a financial pipeline for La Cosa Nostra to help fund and facilitate their organized criminal activity. Victims were attracted to play alongside well-known professional athletes and coaches like Chauncey Billups, only to be unknowingly deceived through rigged shuffling machines, fixing the odds in their favor, as alleged and as you just heard from the U.S. Attorney's Office. This alleged scheme wreaked havoc across the nation, exploiting the notoriety of some and the wallets of many to fund the Italian crime families here in New York.
Jeez, what a mess. 30 arrests, 11 state, 1 nationwide takedown. Today, the FBI dismantled a multi-million-dollar gambling ring, including current and former NBA players and coaches, inside scheme to rig sports betting outcomes for profit. Cheating, corruption, and laundering have consequences. We follow the money. Great work, New York FBI and partners. Goodness gracious. Oh boy. What a nightmare. What a nightmare for the league that's already in total and complete ashes. Over 30 individuals were arrested, including suspects of the Sicilian Mafia and crime families. New York Assistant Director Christopher Rea says that the Trailblazers head coach and NBA Hall of Famers were used by the Italian Mafia to attract poker players who would play rigged games on real scenes. Wow. They're taking the FBI's arrests, NBA sports gambling. Mike Greenberg explains how ESPN used to shun sports gambling while ESPN Bet promo is on the screen. The graphics team realizes the disconnect and takes the chyron down. Fascinating. What did LeBron know? Well, will be very interesting to see. Remember, LeBron James claims that Trump voters wasn't educated, that we wasn't educated enough. And that's why we voted for Trump. What did LeBron know about all this? NBA had zero knowledge of the arrests. Goodness gracious. This is a big scandal. The NBA cleared Terry Rozier of wrongdoing, only for the FBI to arrest him 4 months later. The same NBA which directly in league with the sports books. Wow. Incredible. Some of the highlights. NBA coaches have been arrested in All-Stars. The illegal gambling and sports rigging operation spanned 11 states. The case involved the Italian Mafia. Charges include illegal gambling, wire fraud, and extortion. 2 separate indictments. The first involved 6 defendants accused of participating in sports corruption scheme, exploited insider information involving NBA players and teams. Oh no. The defendants leveraged their connections and placed prop bets based on confidential insider information, winning tens of thousands of dollars per bet. The second indictment involved 31 defendants charged with participating in a nationwide scheme to rig illegal poker games. The FBI said they used high-tech technology for cheating to steal millions. The underground games were secretly fixed. The 2 cases are separate, but they involve overlapping defendants of NBA superstars. Oh boy. The defendant placed more than $200,000 of wagers on the unders for his prop bets. The FBI says that NBA player Terry Rozier told defendants that he was going to leave a game early on March 23rd, 2023 with an injury. Then he left the game early with an injury after 9 minutes. And they made hundreds of thousands of dollars on this. Those bets paid out tens of thousands of dollars in profits. The defendants and Rozier counted the money at his house. Oh, whoa. The FBI says the former Raptors player, Jonte Porter, was threatened to participate in a sports gambling scheme because of his gambling debts. Teams that were bet on during the sports gambling scheme include the Charlotte Hornets, Portland Trail Blazers, Los Angeles Lakers, and Toronto Raptors. Ooh boy, does LeBron know about it? The rigged poker games occurred in the Hamptons, Miami, Vegas, and Manhattan. The poker scheme targeted victims who were lured and participated by rigged poker games, a chance to play alongside professional athletes. These athletes included Billups and Damon Jones. The defendants utilized shuffling machines to read the cards and the decks, played information offsite operator. The offsite operator, known as the quarterback, sent information to someone at the table. And the FBI also said the defendants utilized other cheating technologies, including poker chips that read cards through hidden cameras. Goodness. They did their homework here, man. The FBI says the defendants robbed a victim at gunpoint to acquire rigged shuffling machine. The sports gambling investigation is called Operation Nothing But Net and Operation Royal Flush. The FBI has been working on this investigation for 4 years. $7 million in losses at least. One victim lost almost $2 million. The FBI reviewed thousands of hours of video and evidence and executed more than 2 dozen search warrants. This is an airtight investigation. Goodness gracious. Wow. So they're straight up rigging games. The organized crime shows its face. We will bring the full weight of the FBI and our partners. Operation Summer Heat resulted in 28,000 violent criminal arrests. Operation Restoring Justice resulted in the apprehension of child predators. Additional to critical work, the FBI remains focused on combating organized crime and fraud. Today's takedown reinforces that message. We will find you. That is what we do. Oh, dude, you're cooked. Gambling in the NBA right now. This is crazy. This is Pat McAfee. To its 3 million followers. Can't wait to hear the coverage of this utterly predictable scandal from all the sports networks. Sponsored by DraftKings, FanDuel, and ESPN Bet. Wow. Yeah. People are saying that these are like, this is really bad. And they're bringing up other options for rigging the game, other times in the NBA where it seems like they had rigged a game. Stephen A. Smith's take on all this. He says, Trump is coming. Trump is coming. This is just the tip of the iceberg. What does he know? Here we go.
We know what world that I live in terms of politics. How many times, for one incident after another, have I said, Trump is coming? He's coming. I'm going to say it on national television again. Bad Bunny is performing at the Super Bowl, and all of a sudden you hearing ICE is going to be there, looking to engage in mass deportations. The Super Bowl, disrupting things. Big night for the NBA. Wembanyama put on a show. That has now been smeared because we're talking about this story, okay? Remember, Trump has a long, long history connected to the world of sports because he had those casinos. Where do you think folks were coming half the time? I'm not talking about individuals. I'm talking about the culture. When people want to go to a casino, when people want to gamble, when people want to party or whatever the case may be. This was his kind of connection to that. Why am I glad you're here, Monica? Because don't be surprised if the WNBA is next on his list. Mm-hmm. Because when you've got all of these protests that have been going out there and people that have been protesting against him and what have you, this man is coming. He's coming. And I've been saying it for a long time. And to me, this is the latest nugget of evidence that we're talking about right here. That's not to question the legitimacy of the case. We don't know. We're all sitting up here and we're saying that we don't know. But anybody that has been around him, anybody that has talked to him, anybody that has seen his reactions from the sports leagues and the positions that people have taken, they are not surprised at what's going on today. I'm watching a press conference with the director of the FBI. Tell me when we've seen that. We've seen people, we've seen accusations before. We've seen athletes get in trouble with the law before. You don't see the director of the FBI having a press conference. It's not coincidental. It's not an accident. It's a statement. And it's a warning that more is coming. Mm-hmm. And that's what they're saying here. And everybody better, I'm just telling you, it's as serious as it gets. This ain't the platform for me to get into it the way I'm going to get into it. But I've been saying he's coming. He's coming because in his eyes, folks try to throw him in jail. In his eyes, he's innocent. They try to put me behind bars. I'm getting everybody. He's not playing. And so this, in a lot of people's eyes, talk to people in the NBA, talk to people in the NFL, talk to people in the world of sports. They think this is like the tip of the iceberg. These are the kind of words that are coming out of people's mouths. It's not a surprise. It's very disheartening. It's very concerning. We don't know where this is going to go. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Everybody's going to brace themselves because he's coming.